up right now, 8 at halftime. Now, the Bulls have had a couple of different large leads in this game against the Houston Rockets, but they always kind of come back. But I think the Bulls have led this whole entire game. It's just the Rockets keep going on runs to get it back down. But, overall, I really like the balance so far in this game when you look at the shots. So let's just go over this real quick. So DeMar DeRozan has the most shots in the starting lineup with 10 shots. He's 3 of 10 with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Nikola Vucevic has 7 shots with 8 points, 9 rebounds. Kobe White has 7 shots with 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Alex Caruso has 4 shots with 5 points. And Zach LaVine has 7 shots with 9 points. So the shots, and before DeMar took a couple of shots there before the end of the halftime, all the starters were around 7 to 8 shots. So the offense is really, they're spreading the ball around like we thought as well. Javon Carter out of the rotation, hasn't checked in at all. The only bench players that have checked in this game are Patrick Williams with 15 minutes. He's leading all bench players in minutes. Dalen Terry has 6 minutes off the bench with 3 points. Shout out to Dalen Terry for making the 3. And then Andre Drummond and Ayo Dosunmu have both played 7 minutes. They have 4 and 3 points respectively. Surprisingly enough, Andre Drummond has no rebounds in this game so far. That's not going to stick. Drum's going to get some best believe Andre Drummond's getting his in the second half of this game. So just y'all look out for how many rebounds Drum has in the second half. But overall, like, the rebounding battle, really close. We're winning the rebounding battle by 1 so far. In this game, the Bulls have 15 assists on 21 made baskets. Not bad at all there. The Bulls also have 6 turnovers in this game, which ties the Houston Rockets in turnovers. Second chance points, we're winning 6-4. They're winning off fast break points 11-8. And then the bench points 18-15 in favor of the Houston Rockets. So all things even, like, this is, like I said, a pretty even matchup. Like I said, the Bulls have led 13 minutes in this game. The Houston Rockets had the lead for 7 minutes. They got into that lead to start off that first quarter. But it's an extremely close game. It's not as defensive as I thought it would be. Zach LaVine is still playing some good defense out there. Not faltering from the defense he's been playing. Hasn't shot the ball too well either. But this is just an interesting first half of basketball. Like I said, not anything bad, right? Other than the Houston Rockets going on runs to kind of get the lead down when the Bulls get a big lead. But other than that, I like the way that the Bulls are playing, man. Kobe White still having this prioritization in the offense. Like I said, Zach LaVine's not shooting the ball overly well, but not horrible either. And we'll see how it goes in the second half. But best believe, like I said, Andre Drummond's getting some major rebounds in the second half of this game. You ain't even got to worry about it. You can take that to the bank. Bet the over on that if you guys got a bet on that. Brian says, bang, bang, bang. All right, Pops, what we doing here? Let's go. We double the effort in the second half. It's going to be a nice win. Shout out to DJ Reese B on that one. I hate they kept missing Drum down low. Yeah, they did. And, that is one of the things of this team. Sometimes we can't make an entry pass to save our life. But, outside of that, it's been pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I didn't say as well, Zach LaVine has 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals in this game, 1 block shot. Zach LaVine is all over the court right now. So I know I talked a lot about the shooting because I want to talk about this how we're spreading out the offense. But Zach LaVine getting real active today, real active. Let's see. DJ Reese B, this is a weird comment right now. Like, first of all, nobody is smiling from nobody's D. What are we talking about, bro? Horns Over Hoops podcast. What's going on, fam? Glad to have you in the building. Thanks for checking us out on the live stream. Jay Hamad in the building says this is the most I've seen LaVine locked in on defense in a very long time. We said it, right? Like, Zach LaVine, in coming back so far, hasn't scored like hugely enough, but he's making a really big impact. And maybe that is Zach LaVine now with having some scoring load taken off of him. The fact that Kobe White is now basically the main scorer on the team, him and DeMar, that Zach is now giving more effort on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe he just realizes the critiques that were around him when his trade value went down, but he's definitely playing and more locked in on the defensive side of the ball. That's for sure. LaVine turned into a Hall of Fame role player. His defense has been incredible. Hall of Fame role player. Okay, all right. Spike Boy says Kobe's on fire and Zach's defense is on point. Definitely agree with you on that one. Melvin in the building says Zach LaVine flirting with a triple-double. Hope he gets it, but rather gets the win. Listen, like I said in the pregame show, get the dub. That's the biggest thing in here. Get the dub. Bet Drummond gonna do Drummond things. Oh, Drum's definitely getting his rebounds in the second half of this game. I don't even this. He's probably one of the like if Vooch, for example, if Nikola Vucevic had a half where he had 0 rebounds, I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Andre Drummond has 0 rebounds in the first half of the game. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's just gonna kill him in the second half. He's just gonna kill him in the second half of this game. Super chat from Jared. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. Says Zach's D is making hate. No, wait, whoa. Ain't gonna get me to read that out loud. I should have proofread that. And not gonna do that. So far, this game has been fun to watch. Love Kobe cooking. Let him cook. Hey, you got to keep Kobe going on. Got to keep going on. They're saying Javon Carter's my nephew. Well, he'd be way too old to be my nephew. Y'all, I know I'm old, but y'all can't put that much age on me. What we doing here? Bulls only have 10 points in the paint. Need them to attack the basket more. Also surprised Drummond hasn't got a rebound yet. Don't be surprised if those two things go hand in hand, Reginald. If we get more points in the paint and Drum's rebounds go up considerably, right? So wouldn't be surprised if that starts happening as well. This is when Zach is at his best. Catch and shoot, focus on defensive end, and the Bulls fans, yes, he's still getting traded. Exactly. Mikhail says he realized this is his role. He'll play in the contending team if he were traded. Keep it up, though. It's great basketball to watch. That's a really good point to be made because I think that's something that we overlook as well, right? Like people like to make it seem like, well, Zach doesn't want to be a number two. He's mad that he was a number two. And it's like, well, any team that he goes to, he's definitely going to be that, right? So him being able to give this type of performance without necessarily being the main focus scoring wise on the offensive side of the ball, this is how Zach LaVine, and this is always like, and again, like I said, I got to give credit for Billy Donovan's coaching. Billy Donovan has come up with a pretty damn solid scheme to make sure everybody's getting involved on the offensive side of the ball. So, got to give Billy Donovan his credit there. It does it feel icky? Yeah, I don't always like giving Billy Donovan credit, but credit is what credit's due. That's why. Listen, I have my leanings, but I'm always going to be objective. And Billy Donovan's been coaching pretty goddamn solid, and so I'm glad to see that continue. I was a little bit worried about it with the players returning in the starting lineup. But hey, from what we've seen now, there's no need to be worried about it. Right now, the Chicago Bulls are playing really good team basketball, and it's good to see that continue, even with when reinserting Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine back into the starting lineup. So Samuel says, "Yo, Haize, outfit is fire. Zach is attacking and stacking out there. Attacking and stacking. That's how it used to describe my dating life. Attacking is let me stop. Do you think Billy is coaching the system he's been wanting to coach all season? I'm also at the game. Well, shout out to Sydney at the game. But yeah, I think that this is the way that Billy Donovan's system operates the best at, and that's when you have a point guard playing at a high level. So that definitely plays a part into it. This is actually a really great question. The only question is if this level play is somewhat sustainable. I would say it is because we've been playing this way now for a month and a half almost. So I think that it is. It's definitely sustainable. Is it always going to be successful? No, but that's every team. That's every game plan. But is it sustainable? I do think that the way that the Bulls are playing right now, this is a very sustainable style of play, especially when you have depth. You don't have a lot of players out there injured. You can give this type of effort night in and night out. I definitely think that it's a sustainable style of play. It's just will they? And the biggest question when you ask that of this specific Bulls team is that sometimes we have a habit of going back to what our defaults are when the going gets tough. But we've been seeing the Bulls definitely come out of that. Definitely come out of that. Can we talk about Dalen and his 3-point with someone in his face? Listen, this is why you play your young players because Dalen Terry, when he first started getting those minutes, when Torrey Craig went down, is almost a completely different player than what he was before that. Like the confidence has been growing every single time. So, that's good to see. Good to see. Haize, have you seen that the Bulls are interested in AJ Griffin? I did not see that. But okay. I mean, cool. Cool. I mean, we'll end up seeing what happens with that one. I'm trying to see what source it came from. You guys know I'm definitely somebody who I got to see the source because sometimes people just be tweeting shit to tweet shit, especially if you're on some of these pages. Like if it's what is it? Diehard Chicago Bulls, that's one of the worst pages that you can get any type of information from. Don't believe shit that they say. Nothing, nothing. Diehard Chicago Bulls is god awful. It was ran by Sammy Hassan. It's just god awful. Don't believe shit. He shouldn't even have a platform. Shouldn't even have a platform. Haize favorite hobbies: dwarf tossing and midget stacking. Legitimate pastimes, no judgment. What? Okay. All right. I don't know where you got that from, but hey. Um, the Dalen inbound, the drums quick dunk showed some IQ. Yeah, listen, I mean, but we've seen flashes of Dalen's IQ before, right? It's just that we got to keep it. We got to keep it. And but you know, we'll see if that happens, right? Like Dalen Terry is really growing right now, and he went from a player that people were saying couldn't really play at the NBA level, so now he's opening some eyes. Now still has tons of development to do, right? Somebody said in one of the streams, like Dalen Terry has arrived. I'm like, well, if this is arriving, that's not going to be a good NBA career. But you know that he's really starting to stack together some really good games and grow his game. That's the most important thing. I'm not gonna lie, I face palm when Zach turned the ball over off his foot, but then he quickly made up for that. Yeah, Zach LaVine's been locked in. He's been playing really well, really well. This team is growing something dangerous. That is also what I tell her. Well, never mind. Let me stop with that. Stop with that. How many times have you been to the UC? Oh, countless. I don't even know. Well over 30. What happened to Daniel Greenberg? Apparently, he tweeted something that pissed people off, and they got his ass up out of there. It just so happened to be a day that I wasn't really on Twitter, so I didn't see it myself. But apparently, he tweeted something. It pissed off fans, and they ran him up off the platform. That's all I know. That's all I know. I have a feeling Zach going to start exploiting this new style of play more and more. Exploiting, like negatively, when you say the word exploit, that doesn't sound positive. So we'll see, though. We'll see. Where is Shay? I'm sure Shay is somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Eating strip ass with JDH. I have no idea. I have no idea. What do you think about DeMar's play so far? Here's the thing. I'm not saying this yet. It's way too early to say it. It's a half of basketball. But for the people that were saying that it's not really about Vooch and Zach, that maybe it's just Zach and DeMar maybe don't fit out there playing too many minutes together, this game doesn't really do much. Like DeMar just, I don't know. Like it was he like, and I don't want to make it seem like it's all bad. The dude scored 12 points. He got to the free throw line 4 times. Stuff like that. But right now, I'm just gonna chalk it up to he's not shooting the ball efficiently. Let's hope that goes back to it. Let's hope that because we've seen him fit in this type of offense before. It doesn't look good today, but it's not like we haven't seen it before. So I really hesitate to say that it's that. But we'll end up seeing. Greenberg got the collective Cat Williams face. Is that what happened? It was literally a day that I just so happened to not be on Twitter the whole entire day. Not the whole entire day. I got on Twitter the next morning, and people were like, what happened to Greenberg?" I'm like, "What did happen to Daniel Greenberg?" Bro, man, we know stripper booty ain't clean, but stop shaming JDH is clean. Sometimes you see a round thing in your face, you want to fill the space with something. Pause. Well, that sounds like prison, my guy. That sounds like prison. Is what that just sounds like. Sounds like prison. And so I don't know if that's something that definitely sounds like prison, my guy. Like sounds like you did a bid. Sounds like you did a fresh bid, Bath or Payne. That's a bit rough though, bro. It sounds like prison. That really sounds like prison. And I pray for you that that's not where you are right now. Like that's all I can say on that one, man. But all right, y'all, man. That is funny. Oh man. That is hilarious. But all right, y'all. Game's about to come back on, man. I will be back here post game show. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See red. All that good shit. Peace, y'all.